Hey there YouTube, so a bit of a darker video today, but I'm making a video to talk about Elliot Rodger, I believe that was his name. He's that guy that you've probably heard in the news by now. I think it was about a week ago. There's some guy in California, 22, a virgin, and he, there's this massacre. He killed a lot of women and a couple of guys, and after this massacre, a lot of women started, talking about just some of the struggles and inequalities that may come with being a woman, and really just there's a lot of support for women, and there was this, there was that, and just the fight against misogyny is a great thing. And I've seen really this guy was sexist side of the whole story a lot, if that's why he was evil and messed up and everything. But there's also other sides to it. It wasn't purely like he didn't just wake up one day and say, you know what, I hate women. So that's why I sort of want to talk about, because I never, of course, knew this guy personally, but I saw like 10 or 15 minutes of his videos, and watching those videos, I felt simultaneously disgusted and sad for him at the same time, because you have this guy who, first of all, he seems like, if it wasn't for just the twisted, what was wrong in his mind, there was some good in his brain. Like he would post videos of like sunsets and stuff like that, so it's not like he was purely always in a dark place, but it seemed to me like he really was, because this guy, he was sexist. That's the misogyny thing, like, claim is of course not at all inaccurate. The guy went out and killed women, and he talked about slaughtering what he described as the blonde sluts, so it was really awful. But from what I saw, like, the reason why he thought that is, if you watch his videos, it's sad, because you see him talk about how he should be seen as cool, and, as a cool person, he deserves the prize of a woman, which women are not prizes, as I hope all of you know, but that's one stereotype and idea that the media will feed into us. And the thing is, you look at his checklist of why he should be cool. He says, alright, I'm intelligent, I am attractive, I buy cool clothing, I do this, I do that. It's really everything you would see in an advertisement, where the dude's got the muscles, he's got the car, he's got the hot woman next to him, he's got this, he's got that. That's everything, and a lot of us will just look at that and be like, yeah, that's bull, that's stupid. But from what I saw, Elliot looked at that as just a checklist of things to reach success in life. Someone said to him, look, you're not going to be happy unless if you live this life. So of course, when he does all the to-do lists on the checklist but doesn't get any of the reward, he's going to be pissed, he's going to be upset, he's going to be humiliated, and he freaks out completely and goes on this massacre. And I'm not saying this guy isn't to blame, because he is. Like, you should reject, if somebody's forcing those ideas to you, you should reject them, but I feel like society has a very, very large role to play in this. And so there's that thing, but what I want to focus on more is the fact that he was a virgin, because this is the sex side of it, is something that is brought up a lot, and sex is something that society focuses on way too much. Like, we have these ideas, there's these complete double standards about sex, where, like, for example, if you're a guy and you have sex and you're if you're a guy and you have sex, then you're awesome, you're high-fiving all the dudes, you're doing this, you're doing that, you're going with the ladies every night, you're doing this, you're doing that. And then if you're a girl and you're doing that, then you'll be branded like a slut, or like a whore, or something like that. Of course, this isn't always, but we see it enough in society. This is when it gets to the point of, we see teenage suicides of women after, maybe a girl gets with a guy and word gets out, and then she gets bullied at school, and then she ends up killing herself, and we see that happen a lot. But then, we also see the other side, where women are often seen as, either, like, at a younger age, like, don't sleep with guys, or sleep with just a few guys and do this and do that. But if you're a guy and you do that, then you're just like some virgin loser who can't get laid. And then, you get people laughing at you for that, and you go on, like, it can lead to what this guy did, and he went on a massacre, and he just slaughtered people, and it's just bullshit. It really is. Like, when it comes to that stuff, like, sexual activity and social hierarchy are not two things that need to overlap. There shouldn't be it's not like this badge of honor, and it's not a badge of shame. It's just, it's whatever, you know? It's because when you look at it, right? Like, what's the purpose of sex? At the end of the day, what's the purpose? Reproduction. That is the one defined purpose of it. All the rest, the pleasure, the fun, the whatever the hell else, all that is just labels that we put on it. So you can't look at it and say people should be, you know, sleeping with this many people and not with those kinds of people and doing this and doing that. Because everything else is just these man-made labels that we are putting on. By man, I mean like human, like capital M, mankind, humanity, men and women. We put these labels on these things, and you say this is right and this is wrong. And there's usually very, very stupid reasons. Really, as long as you're safe, as long as, you know, both people are consenting, and as long as, you know, everyone is of age, then go for it, really. Like, I feel like there's just too much pressure on it, and it's ridiculous. If you want to go throughout your entire life as, you know, a virgin, whatever, that's chill. Go for it, man. Or woman. If you want to get together in some massive, like, 29,000 people orgy, I don't know why the hell you'd be doing that, but if that's what makes you happy, go for it. It'd be very hard to orchestrate. You could probably get a Facebook group, get all those people together. God, that'd be a hassle, but who knows, it might be your thing. I just don't feel like that should be something that people judge each other by. But it clearly is. So this day in society, it is. It's not at the point of, you know, back a couple thousand years ago when you'd have, like, men and women, mostly women, like, stoned and burned and all that. But it's still to an extent that it just really shouldn't be in this day and age. And it's awful. And you even, the fact that this isn't about homosexuality at all, but the fact that, you know, the homosexual community is attacked sometimes because they want to have sex with people of the same, you know, sort of bits as them. It's ridiculous what you do in your own free time with someone else that's totally down for it, you know, consent, safety, of age, those three things. Yeah, go nuts, do whatever, don't hurt anyone, but have a good time and have no regrets, you know? Don't be wondering, oh no, is everyone at school going to think I'm the coolest guy or like the sluttiest girl or this or that? Because it's all just stupid, stupid labels. And it's because of this that we see people snap and go over the edge. Because to be honest, this guy was 22, he never even kissed a girl. And growing up in the society that we do, if I was 22 and never kissed a girl, I would be damn humiliated. I would. I shouldn't be, looking at it logically, like, whatever, you know? But it's just, I can see how a guy got to that point. I'm sure there were some other messed up things in his mind. He was very, very twisted, and he took the media much too literally. But I think we as a society are to blame, you know? If it wasn't for the way that we just bash people for doing certain things, then those innocent people might still be alive. And I don't know. I don't want to make another one of these videos, right, where I have to say, like, again, like, hey, another one of these massacres has happened. Like, I feel like it's us as people, it's our responsibility to get up and say something. Say, this is bullshit. We need to put an end to it. You know, look at sexuality not in the same eyes as we did, like, centuries ago when people were all crazy and witches were being burned and whatever the hell was going on at the time. So yeah, that's all I gotta say. This has been a long video, but I'll talk to you later. Goodbye! It's a weird way to end it, but...